is up, Baton Rouge? I'm Lee Jacoby, your 2025 Fort Cancer Event Chair with Oshner MD Anderson Cancer Center.
And I'm Caitlin Cockerham, your American Cancer Society staff partner. We are so excited to be here in the Garage Studios, brought to you by Gordon McKernan Injury Attorneys. Shout out Gordon and his team for hosting us. We are thrilled to be interviewing majority of our amazing tastemakers over the next couple of days to hear all about their why, what they're excited about for Fort Cancer, get to know them on a little deeper level. And so without further ado, let's get into it.
Yeah, let's hear from our tastemakers. Thanks, guys. All right, let's get it.
Welcome back. We've got Miss Natalie Noel with us here with Noel Distilleries. We're going to start off with a quick game of Fort Cancer Rapid Fire to get you all loosened up, ready for the interview.
Let's do it.
Yeah, let's kick it.
See if I can handle a rapid fire.
It's not too hard, don't worry. Salty or sweet?
Salty.
Tequila or whiskey?
Tequila? Obviously.
Obviously, yeah.
Pro at it.
Oh, there we go. Frozen or on the rocks?
Rocks.
Waffle fries or shoestring fries?
Shoestring.
Oh, why?
Oh,
it's
so
just better.
They're just better.
We'll grab like 10.
Yeah, you can do like a little this motion here and get a good little chunk together. Also, I'm soggy.
Oh.
And a lot of times the shoestrings can be a little soggy.
It is.
Yeah.
And I dip them in the ranch. If they don't have ranch, I'm not eating it. That's why.
Although waffle fries with ranch at walk-ons, I will give them a little. That is like
their cheese fries hit. So good. I love it.
But no bacon on my cheese fries.
I don't do that either.
Keep it away.
Yeah, I don't like bacon.
Bacon is on its own. If I'm going to do it, it's got to be on its own.
Okay.
Interesting.
I like that.
Okay. Hot take.
Go-to hype song.
Lil Wayne right above it.
Oh, man, my next question was Lil Wayne or Boozy?
Lil Wayne.
Gotta be.
Love it.
But I'm okay with swerving, swagging, whatever it is.
Wherever we need to go.
Yeah.
Whatever we need to do.
I like it.
Winter or summer?
It's really sorry.
No, you go.
It was supposed to be rapid, but here we go. When the band plays right above it really hits hard for me.
Oh, yeah.
Have you seen it from the band's perspective? Like somebody filming the band, they are like electric in it. I'm I just want that every morning when I wake up.
It's on repeat in my head. I'm like,
every day. They're like, what's up? And they're like, hey, Natalie. And you're like, oh, sorry. Yeah, just like kicking it. That's awesome. Summer or Winter Olympics?
Summer.
Adidas or Nike?
Neither.
What do you like? What do you prefer?
I can do without. Yeah. Amazon Basics.
Amazon Basics. Okay.
Hit hard.
Yeah, no, they do. I love that. Superior Margs or Superior Frozen French 75?
Well, of the two, I will go with Superior Marg Frozen, but I don't do Frozen. But
on the rocks.
Yeah.
Yeah. I was just thinking about because I had it yesterday for the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's yum. It's delicious.
Perfect.
Yeah.
It would be better if they would use Noel tequila.
Oh, there we go. That's it.
All right. So give us a little bit of background about you. Like, tell us about Noel Distilleries, how it came about.
Yeah, I want to hear the origin story.
Yeah.
All right, cool. So I am born and raised in Louisiana, where my family's been sugarcane farmers for generations. Stopped with my dad. He became a pilot. So I've been an entrepreneur in the community for about 20 years now. We have a couple of businesses. And so my dad, he's a man of many hobbies. So woodworking, bonsai is his current one besides just owning the distillery. Awesome. He's a bonsai. He's really good at it. It's crazy.
Really?
Yeah. So he was starting to, he built his own still. He started, producing rum. And I was like, this was tasting pretty good. This was about like 2016.
Yeah.
And we were in a spot where it was a good time for us to maybe work together because I already had, a lot of learnings under my belt, what works, what doesn't with consumer products. So we looked into it and we said we were naive enough to think we could do it. That's about, you just don't know what you don't know sometimes when you start a business. And the distillery business is very competitive. You need a lot of capital. But his rum was tasting really good. So we thought, okay, let's do it. Just the one thing, I don't drink rum. So I said, well, if we're going to do this, we need something that I love just as much as you love that rum. So that's where we started with the vodka, and I really wanted a pickle vodka because no one had it at the time.
So good. I've tried.
Of course, now like 2 other brands, but at the time in 2017, 2018, there was no pickle vodka in this market. And
So good.
if it wouldn't have taken us 6 years to get to market, we would have been the first. So then we had so much time to like get through all the learnings, construction, the permitting process, like everything it takes to open a manufacturing facility in
Right.
Louisiana. There's a few little things you
Rules,
got to
yeah.
get through.
Just casual.
I'm
Yeah.
sure, yeah. You're
Hard
not just
day's
like
work.
cooking your moonshine out in the back.
Yeah, they don't want you to do that. So it took us 4 years
Wow.
to get through all of that.
Yeah.
So that stuff. Then COVID added another 2. So I mean, it was 6 years before like the idea to finish, which was May of 23. And in that time, I fell in love with tequila. And so I just thought, wow, let's just figure this out. I know I'm not a celebrity, but let me see if we can do it.
Right.
And I think Louisiana's we have a special palate, great food, great flavor. We know how to have fun.
How can we pair those? Yeah.
And then so what could we bring to the table? And I think we have like some really unique spirits that are perfect for Louisiana.
No, y'all do.
For what we like
Definitely
here.
better than 818. Or is that what it's called? 818 with
818.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Y'all's top that.
So what all do y'all offer now? So I know you say rum, vodka, tequila.
Yeah, we have rum, tequila, vodka, and then we have canned cocktails that
Okay.
are made with tequila.
And
Okay.
that's what you do with LSU too, right?
Yeah, so we're currently the official tequila of LSU Athletics.
Subtle flex.
Subtle.
flex.
Can we get shirts made for that? Do you have shirts?
I have
yeah.
shirts.
Okay.
Yeah.
I want some.
Okay, cool.
Okay, we've got
I'm
merch.
gonna-
Okay.
Rep that.
I was going to do the big tiger and then just put Noel spirits under it.
Yeah.
You should. And then be like the official.
So they serve
like
it.
The Ohio
So they
State.
serve it in the stadium.
Yeah, we're in the stadium,
Okay.
the PMAC. I just realized yesterday we're in the softball. We're probably about to go into the beach
Alex
volleyball.
Box. Oh,
And we're
beach
definitely in
volleyball.
Alex box.
That's so cool.
I
How
know.
big, like
Drink up.
that, like that relationship, creating that obviously with your dad, that must be like incredibly special. And then to bring in, I know you're a huge LSU fan, to bring that together. How has that been? Like, how was that journey?
Yeah, so I grew up, I wanted to play college basketball.
Yeah.
And I ended up doing it. But my dad was the opposer in that relationship.
Really?
Like, oh, not in the sense like, oh, you can't do it, but
Yeah.
like, if you don't do this, you're not going to make it. Or, oh,
Right.
you only scored 20, well, you need to score 30.
Yeah.
He was always pushing me to get better, which I appreciate now, but it had a little bit of provided a little bit of tension throughout my life. And so finally when I hung it up and wasn't playing anymore, I got to know my dad as like
Your dad.
a dad and
Yeah.
a friend and like an equal. And so that whole 6 years where we felt like we had lost all this money. We were never going to open this distillery. It wasn't going to happen. It was just he and I, well, sometimes Ed and I like getting emotional or just keeping each other up, keeping
Right.
each other in it. So that was just an incredible bonding experience. So if nothing else, if this ends up failing, which it very well could, but if it doesn't, if it does, we have that.
You have that
Yeah,
experience.
we have that bonding that took us from father-daughter to just like, I don't know.
Yeah,
buds,
no, like
best
best friends. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, and see each other on that equal stage, which I think is awesome. And you guys have done fantastic. I mean, I love everything that you guys produce. So
Thank you.
probably more than I should.
Thank you.
I was
mean,
just
it's
looking at my
awesome.
watch. I was like, man, it's after 12. We should have told her to bring a can.
Yeah.
Crack the can
it.
open on air.
Yeah, I really am very passionate about it because I just making sure it tastes great and like it's something we could be proud of, and I think we accomplished that. But we're still trying to push ourselves, maybe like new product development. But you had asked about LSU. I mean, I'm an insane LSU fan,
Yeah.
so being able to bring that to the LSU community is really cool.
Yeah.
I was
make
about
that
to say,
connection.
like, what a milestone there, even just from being in the games in the stadium last season. Like, I saw y'all's marketing everywhere,
Yeah.
I know your marketing team's awesome.
Yeah, so that was amazing.
Thanks.
so
we
cool.
have a good team.
Yeah, and I was like, oh, hey, like telling my son, I was like, yeah, I work with her. He's like, okay, sure.
He's
Mom."
like,
I'm
cool, whatever. Yeah, we don't care. How has that been? You said, like, obviously the market's super competitive. I know there's, like, almost like how they say fashion houses, like Gucci, that kind of thing. There's alcohol houses, if you will. How has that been, like, navigating that market?
I think the most interesting thing that I had no idea is there's a perception that local doesn't taste great
Really?
or the quality's not there.
Oh wow.
So when you go into some restaurants and you think that might be like, this is a local
selling
restaurant.
point.
This
Yeah.
is a local family. They're in our community.
Yeah.
You would think they would be jumping all over it, but they have this. First, you have to break down that wall, and you have to show them that this stuff tastes good. I'm telling you, like,
It's worth it. Yeah.
like this is quality. I mean, it's super premium, and we made sure of it. We didn't cut it in corners, and so that's been one thing. Obviously, like tequila is Mexico, and
Yeah.
you know, people are like, "What?" I'm like, "No, it's a we're a Louisiana family.
Right.
We wanted to bring something to Louisiana that we thought was special, so that's been one thing. And then also, like, the last thing would be is like consumers don't. They like to experiment a little bit, but
They kind of stick with what they know.
kind of stick with
Yeah.
what they know.
Like their
And
go-to
so
drink at the bar.
It's really changing behavior, and that takes time,
Definitely.
takes marketing, which takes money,
Yes.
which takes time. You know, it's like a whole loop of
Yeah.
Yeah.
if you have, as long as you can survive,
Mm-hmm.
which is my little sticky note in the car right now, it just says
Oh, I love
survive. As long as you can survive until people fall
Right.
in love with you
Mm-hmm.
and appreciate what you're doing for the community
100%.
or want to do. I mean, I'm not doing everything I can do, but
No,
Yeah, I mean, it takes a
of
mountain.
course.
I mean, it's like we were just saying with Dr. Perrone, Rome wasn't built in a day. And it's clear that you have the tenacity and love for this. And I mean, I just love that
Thank
it's a
you.
family-owned business in general, you know?
yeah, my sister's in it, my mom, my aunt.
It's just tried and true
My
to like what
brother-
Louisiana's all about.
No one believes we have a brother, but
Oh,
he's there in the background.
he's there. He doesn't want to be
He's
the focal
rooting.
point.
He's
Yeah.
rooting.
He's like your
rooting
biggest
for us.
cheerleader in fact. That's awesome. In the LSU outfit and everything. You just talked about communities. So what like made you want to be a part of Fort Cancer or just give back to the community itself in general here in Louisiana?
Well, I mean, the community is everything. I mean, that's all of, you know, what brings us together, what gives us purpose. So this was a great chance to start that journey for me.
Yeah.
I mean,
Mhm.
I'm still fairly young in my career, and I want to be more involved, and I thought it was a good opportunity. Also, it's very close to my heart. I mean, 2019, my grandmother was diagnosed with pancreatic cancer, and I was her caretaker.
Wow.
So I moved her in to my house with
Mhm.
my kids and my family, and we did the best we could to take care of her.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I just want to say thank you for that. I think a lot of people forget that role a caretaker lives out in that cancer patient's life. I think they're truly the unsung heroes, the people who wear the capes. I mean, it's a complete toll on you, but you do it for the love of that person.
and it's really shocking when they are over 75, 78,
Yeah.
and then they get it. What ends up happening, I don't know if people, I'm sure the doctors don't do it consciously, but if you don't have someone there to advocate, to question,
100%.
like, what is going on,
Right.
Mm-hmm.
that was our journey. I mean, she didn't even really die from the cancer. It hadn't even had its turn.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
There was just some crazy things that happened along the way. One
Yeah.
was COVID and the
Mhm.
isolation,
Yeah,
but
of course.
it was just being there and questioning and being a part of that and taking care of her.
Yeah.
I mean, she was my best friend. Like, we talked every day.
That's awesome.
So-
What was her name?
Well, we called her Gran,
Oh,
but
I love
her
that.
name was Lilith.
Oh, I love that.
Lilith Noel.
I think that a lot of people forget about that. Being that advocate for your own
Mhm.
care is extremely important when you have that support system. And that's why I just like love everything that you represent and what you embody. And that's why we wanted you to be a tastemaker, was because of that family unit. That's just so tried and true with your brand, like your business, your company, and obviously you're just sharing that story now. I mean, it's
Yeah,
really cool. That's
I miss-
awesome.
definitely miss her.
That's amazing.
Well, yeah, we'll have to we'll raise up a nice glass of Noel Distilleries on May 1st in her honor.
Yeah, we can put her on the honor wall right there. That'd be
Yeah.
awesome.
That'll
Give
be
her.
awesome.
That'd be so fun. Okay, let me ask you this. You were just talking about how you were a caretaker and how you guys were best friends. So how do you think she would describe you in 3 words, or how would you describe yourself in 3 words?
I would say, what would Gran say? She would say I was incredible.
She'd be like, she's 10 out of
She-
10.
10
We
out
love
of
her.
10.
She loved
Best
me.
grandchild.
I was number one. I was the only one that got the car.
The queen on the court.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I was the best. Yeah, I would just say I'm resilient,
For sure.
very tenacious, but also like a bit vulnerable to things. You know, negative things. So I have to
Yeah.
watch that. You know,
You're
wanting
human. Yeah.
wanting to please too
course.
much.
Oh, I'm the biggest people. I'm working on that very actively right now. So
Yeah, it's
we're in
like,
the same boat
it's
together.
okay. You know,
Yeah.
can't please everybody, but you know,
I haven't seen you at the
trying.
meetings, so yeah, we'll connect next time about that.
trying.
It's hard. It's definitely hard. I mean, that's that's very raw and authentic. So I appreciate that. Being aware of that, you know, it's hard to come to terms with, you know, understanding all of that.
Yeah,
Yeah. So are you excited for the event this year?
I'm excited.
Yeah.
I do love to get gussied up, as I say.
And
every now and again.
yeah.
I mean, and I mean, if we're gonna, you know, raise money for cancer, that's amazing. You know,
Yeah.
love to see everybody. There are people who are doing better than me, so that's great. But love to see it going to a good cause.
Yeah.
But as far as the event, I mean, nobody loves a good.
Baton Rouge party, Louisiana party.
Yeah, nobody loves that more than me. So that's the spirit of this business that
Yeah.
I'm in, and it's about creating moments that matter and having fun and letting go.
Yeah.
So that's always fun.
Yeah, no, for sure. And it, like, yeah, it's a competition, sure, if you want to put a name or a title to it. But I always say a dollar makes a difference. It truly does. And it's whether that's getting somebody a protein shake or being able to assist in transportation or help the caretaker in any way. You know, it really does make that small impact, which just continues to grow.
Yeah, I would love to see a lot of the funds go to the caretakers, and not for the caretaker, but for not for the, like, in my position, it was like I was irrelevant, but there are actual caretakers who will
Correct.
come and sit and, you know, trying to recruit those people that could actually do the day-to-day work.
Right.
But like, they're not all that motivated currently. So they need more support.
Definitely. And they have that, like, we can utilize those to people who really need it, who don't have somebody like Natalie in their corner to be able to support them, you know? What's one thing you hope people take away from this event this year for Fort Cancer 2025?
I would probably say, like, just the enthusiasm that the community has for coming together for a good cause. I mean, we're a very passionate state, and especially Baton Rouge. I mean, I think we have a lot to offer. So just everybody coming together, excited, and then, you know, giving back is always fun. And so maybe people just go about their lives with a little bit more happiness and a little more pep in their step. That people around them are trying to do good, and hopefully they can contribute too.
Yeah. Be
Perfect.
good, do good, work good, all the
That's
things.
it.
Yeah, and I can't wait for Noel Distillery to be at Fork for sure.
Yes.
We're going to
Well,
feature them in a fun way.
Yes. We appreciate you coming today, taking the time out of your day, having this good conversation about your gran, about you, and about Fort Cancer. So thank you again for coming out, and
Thanks
can't
for
wait
having
to
me.
can't wait to celebrate you on May 1st.
I can't wait to get gussied up.
Yeah.
Don't you love that word?
Yeah, I'm
yeah.
gonna start using that.
Yeah,
I'm gonna
it's-
get gussied up.
That's
Bring in
what-
their
Trade lookbooks.
the
Get
way
it.
you said that with a little
Gussied up.
Gussied up.
Yeah, let's all get gussied up, y'all.
Flip that hair, girl.
All right, let's go.
and not with you.
Thanks, Natalie. We appreciate
Thanks,
you.
girl.
Thank you.
All right.